Okay guys, today we're going to try to get my Ford Ranger out of the woods. It's been stuck in there for 2 years, and I bought something on Amazon that might help. Okay, so this is what's going to help us. My dog. Just kidding. I got this here 5-ton heavy duty power puller thing. So basically I should be able to hook one end to the Ford Ranger, the other end around a tree, probably using a cable or like another chain hooked onto it too. I don't know if it'll reach. But it says the thing's supposed to be able to pull up to 5 tons. Now, this Ranger, if you guys haven't seen it before, it probably weighs like, I don't know, 2,000 pounds or so. Like, I don't know what a stock Ranger weighs, but this one's stripped. Like, it has no bed on it, no doors. So, it might even, I don't know. I have no idea how much it weighs, but it's definitely not 5 tons. So this thing should make pretty easy work out of it. Or at least that's the goal. But I got up kind of late today. It gets dark in about an hour, so we're gonna go try and do this before it gets super dark. And I'm also gonna try to use the puller before I bring my truck out there, because I'm gonna use this to get it out of where it is being stuck, and then I'm gonna use the truck to pull it out of where it's stuck back out here. So we're gonna make sure that this will be able to move it before I'm gonna bring my truck out there, because we'd have to go through mud, and I just washed the truck. So okay, so here's what I'm dealing with. It's pretty stuck in here. Basically, the whole truck needs to move over like a couple feet this way, because I wasn't able to pull it over this, and this thing's been out here for 2 years. So yeah, it needs to move over like 2 feet that way, because it'll hit the tree and whatever else. So I think I'm gonna try to pull the front over first, and if that works, I'll try to pull the back over. Actually, the back will be probably easier to pull because there's, you know, nothing to it. Okay, so I've got it attached to the tree right there, and I've got the other side attached to the rear leaf spring shackle back there. Okay, so it's kind of snapping this shackle right off. That might not be the best place to be trying to pull from. I didn't realize it was rotted that bad. But we're gonna keep going. Buddy, you need to get the fuck out of the way. Buddy, I don't want that smacking him in the face, you know? Alright, but we're just gonna keep going here, and starting to break that, but we'll just see. So we are making a little progress. I've been cranking this for a while. You know, it's a really slow process, but we are moving it over. It's moved over probably about 3 inches. So we can almost clear this tree now. Okay, so I didn't get that on video, but I was just cranking it and I snapped the rope. So I had a feeling that was gonna happen. So I'm really not all that disappointed, but it did move back to where it was before. So I'm gonna have to probably get a different rope. So, excuse me being out of breath. This thing isn't really the easiest to be trying to crank on, but you can see it's kind of buddy, get your fucking head out of there. Oh my god. He's got his head underneath this tire. Because this tire is off the ground. But, so it still needs to go over more. And then we're gonna have to pull the front, but that's just the progress we've made so far. It is working. That thing's just not the easiest thing to pull, you know, because it's lifting one whole side of this truck up. So, all right, I'm gonna keep going. Actually, I'm not gonna keep pulling that. All it's gonna do is flip the truck over. You can see this wheel is at a pretty bad angle. It's like in. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this hole in with something, probably this board. If I can get it unstuck out of the ground. I'm gonna fill the hole with this board and then let it back down and hope that oh god, this board's in 2 pieces. Yuck. So yeah, I guess I'll just put this under here so that when it comes back down it doesn't fall back in that hole. And then I'm gonna let it down, and then hopefully we'll still be cleared from the edge of this tree. So now the problem we're having is actually trying to get this thing to release. You can see these aren't on there anymore, but this one pin right here has all of the tension on it. So I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get that to undo. I might need to just get a screwdriver, like a big hammer, and just like smack that piece right there. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this until tomorrow. Alrighty guys, so this is day 2 of trying to get the truck out of the woods. Just on a side note, because I'm in the garage because I need to get my pry bar to help release the like the latch that releases the come along out there in the woods. Since I'm already in the garage, this is my next project. It's my 86 Trans Am. If you guys haven't seen it before, there's the motor for it. So I'm gonna be dropping a probably a 383 stroker crate engine in this. That's the plan. It's been sitting here for like a year without the motor in it. So like all of my projects, it takes a long time to get them done. But once the truck is pretty much finished, then we're gonna be starting to do this one. It looks even worse in person, but check out these stock rock sliders. Rusted right through. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go and release that, and then we're gonna try to pull the front over. Okay, so I got it off over there. I've got it attached around this little tree. Hopefully it's strong enough, and that actually is not a good idea. I should probably fix that, but I'm not going to. Hopefully it doesn't hit me. Okay, so the front's over where it needs to be. The only issue is I can't get the wheel to turn. So I might just have to hook up to the rear and just pull straight and hope that that come along can pull over that hump, which I really don't know if it's going to be able to, because you can see some of the teeth on it are starting to... Oh, never mind. They just... I hope you guys just saw that. They just turned back. I don't know. This thing's kind of starting to fall apart a little bit. But I think that's our only option, since I can't get the wheel turned, is to just try to pull it straight back. Okay, so I'm hooked up here now, and I was actually able to get the steering wheel to unlock without even having the key turned. I basically just had it in park, and I just rammed it a whole bunch of times to get it into neutral. So you can see the shifter moves now, and the steering wheel's unlocked. So that's a I've been out here already for probably like 45 minutes, and this is as far as I've gotten, because this thing, like, it wasn't in drive, like, or it wasn't in neutral, so it wouldn't go back or forward or anything like that. So now that we have the steering wheel unlocked and it's in neutral, we should have a lot easier time getting this thing out of here. Okay, so the wheel's straight now, and since there's no power steering and we're in a hole, I had to like use all my body weight and just like completely like twist myself around that wheel to get that to turn. But now hopefully if that little tree holds up, the thing should come pretty straight back. That hump's still going to be a little bit of an issue, but I think we can do it. So all that time, this is the progress that I made. We were stuck in here, and now we're over the bump. And we're taking some trees with us, but it's coming out, and we're kind of gonna hit this tree here with the rear tire now. If you guys remember, before the tire was over here and we were gonna hit it with the bumper, but now we're probably gonna hit it with this. So still got some more to go. It's just because this big bump is here, it's making it super hard to crank. And this thing too, it keeps fucking up on me. So do I recommend buying one of these? Not really. They kind of fucking suck. It's supposed to be able to pull 5 tons, and it's already starting to break. So I guess it's kind of more of a one-time use kind of deal. But for 50 bucks, you'd think it would be not one-time use kind of deal. I don't know. Okay, cranked it a whole bunch more, and I think we're in the clear now. You can see that's where the rear used to be, and now it's here, which made us clear the tree. We're actually over this whole stump. This was the main issue, and it doesn't show up good on camera, but it was stuck in there. And now we cleared it, and this thing is flexing. But fun fact for you guys, how I got this thing stuck out here, and sorry, I'm really out of breath. I've been cranking this thing for a while. I actually entered the woods over there, drove all the way around through my 4-wheeler trails, was gonna go out on, I went onto the power lines, came back in the power lines right here where we're gonna bring my truck in, drove down here, hit these trees, broke the 4-wheel drive and couldn't back out. And then it sat here for 2 winters. But I'm hoping that when we get this thing out, I guarantee you if I throw a battery in it, it'll still run. So if it does, burnout video, that could be something cool. I'm not afraid to just roast the fucking tires off of this thing, you know. It's kind of, it was just a wheeling rig, you know. But I had the most fun in this thing out of any truck I've ever owned. So just the sheer having like a truck that you don't care about. All I did to this thing was throw a radiator in it and strip the panels off, and this thing was like the funnest free go-kart that I ever had. All right, so we're gonna take the truck here, good old dadgum F-150, and bring it out into the woods and try and get that little truck out. So something that a Jeep definitely does have, you know, an easier time with is maneuvering through stuff. This is pretty tight for this truck. Like I'm right on this tree over here, but okay. So we're going to use this tree as a pivot point to get them out here. Should hold. Alright guys, so there's probably gonna have to be a part 2 to this. I got it this far and my dad's quitting on me, and we're so close. Like, we gotta go here to right there. Like, that's it. It's pretty wedged in here, but honestly, I pulled it through all of this with my truck. Like, so now I'm just gonna do is unhook it and take my truck out of here. But man, I just washed this thing too. I was friggin' letting her eat, dude. I was letting her eat. So like, this thing's freaking nutso. But yeah, we might have to get another truck, put me here, put another truck over on the other side of the hill, because that's where the parking lot is. And yeah, you can see I got fucked. But and then both of us pull up the hill. Either that or we can get a tow truck with a winch to pull it right out here. But you know, my grandmother used to live right over there in that house. We would have been able to bring it right through her yard, right down the road, and right on the main road to our house. But she doesn't live there anymore, so we kind of had to do this, because there's really no, like, I could have came through here, but it would have been, I mean, I just didn't feel comfortable with that, because it's, I mean, it looks pretty tame on camera, but it's not. There's big holes. And okay, so this is where it's pretty much gonna stay for right now. We'll get it out soon, probably a couple more days. We'll have it out, but I can't do it myself, and I have no one to help me right now, so I'm just gonna get my truck out of here. And yeah, so stay tuned for part 2, if there even is one. We might just get a tow truck to pull this out. But yeah, all right, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below. We'll have more stuff coming on the channel soon, probably more wheeling stuff, because you know, I just washed it and now it's filthy again, so I might as well just keep it like that. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.